Imagine you're doing back flips, front flips, and spinning 5 feet off the ground on 4 inches of material. Imagine doing this for minutes at a time in front of thousands of people. Now imagine you're doing this in front of judges and receiving a perfect score, a 10.0. That's what Shannon Miller has done several times. I was a gymnast when I was younger, and I always looked up to her as an athlete and a role model. Today I will be speaking about Shannon Miller. I'll be telling you a little bit about her life, and I'll be discussing her many accomplishments as a gymnast and what she's doing now that she's retired from the sport. Shannon Miller was born on March 10, 1977 in Rolla, Missouri. When she was 6 months old, her and her family moved to Edmond, Oklahoma. Shannon is the second of 3 children. She began gymnastics at the age of 5 because her parents were worried that she was going to hurt herself on a trampoline that they had bought for her. She began taking classes with her older sister. In 1986, Shannon traveled to the Soviet Union for a training camp and received a lot of attention from coaches there. It was here that she met her future coach, Steve Nuno. She began her serious training with him when she returned from the U.S. to the U.S. From 1987 to 1988, Shannon improved her training and received many awards nationally. By the age of 13, she was traveling all over the world and competing in international meets. It was at this age that she scored her 2 perfect tens on the balance beam. By 1992, she was preparing for the Barcelona Olympics when she broke and dislocated her elbow. Even with this injury, she continued training and competed in the games. The women's U.S. gymnastics team won bronze medal overall. Shannon won the bronze medal on bars and floor and a silver on the beam and all-arounds. She won the most medals of anyone at the U.S. Games, even with a broken elbow. Isn't that amazing? In 1996, Shannon was suffering more injuries, including tendinitis and a pulled hamstring. She was able to recover in time for the Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia. This women's gymnastics team became known as the Magnificent Seven. Shannon led her team to their first all-around gold medal ever. Shannon had the highest score on the team and received a gold medal on the beam. This gives her 7 total Olympic medals. With her 7 Olympic medals and 9 World Championship medals, she is the most decorated Olympic gymnast in the U.S. Shortly after these Olympic Games, Shannon retired from the sport. Most gymnasts retire by the age of 19. Can you imagine retiring at this age? She married John Falconetti in August of 2008, and in 2011, she announced that she had been diagnosed with ovarian cancer and underwent chemotherapy to treat this. Later, she announced that the treatment worked and she was healthy again. The couple have 1 son and a baby on the way this summer. Shannon Miller started her company, Shannon Miller Lifestyle Health and Fitness for Women, in 2010. She is a spokesperson for women's health issues and does work to fight childhood obesity. She is a spokesperson for gymnasts and gymnastics all over the world. She works as a broadcaster, blogger, and does beam clinics. She says it is important to stay involved and let others know what a wonderful sport gymnastics can be. I've explained to you some of Shannon Miller's many accomplishments as a professional gymnast and spoke about her work since retiring from the sport and talked about her life a little. As you see, she is an inspiration to many young gymnasts all over the world.
Yay. Wonderful.